care if I keep the same name as last time. Okay. So I'm gonna see if that worked. Let me just go to uploads. Home. There we go. Alright, you can start talking. Okay.
Hello, everybody.
So I'm gonna see if that
Are
works.
we live?
Yeah, we are.
Fuck it, let's do it live.
I'm just waiting to hear your voice.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, it works. We're good. I'm not sharing it. I'm just doing this. But yeah. All right.
My boss said, "Where's the driest place on this boat?"
Oh, it's your boss that's living on your boat.
Well, my crew leader, more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's yeah, like we've got a 2,000-watt generator out there, so that's like charging up the batteries I have.
Oh
I've
shit.
got my dinghy in the car, the floor for it, and then another friend of mine. I've been in touch with him, and we're gonna pick up like a small little motor for my dinghy tomorrow, and
Oh nice.
I'll take my shop back so I can be able to inflate it, get shit rolling. Because right now I'm like borrowing a friend's boat, and like they're under the impression that like I'm staying out on my boat tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of going out on a limb right now.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't see you in the morning or whatnot. Or you're just like,
Yeah, and
yeah, my homie stayed out there. I went back home.
it'll be so early that like he comes in the morning, and like as long as he ties it up to where the boat won't get caught up underneath the dock, like it'll be all right.
Yeah.
Which I taught him the whole procedure and everything. Um, and now that like he got out there by himself, I'm like much more comfortable that like 90% of it's done. It's just like just kind of sit back and relax a little bit.
Yeah. I understand.
Tomorrow's gonna tomorrow's gonna be a lot of like stress because like I can use the skiff and everything. I just gotta let my friend know, but it's like anything happen, I'm not like a moment's notice away.
Yeah. That's always good. Damn. Wait. So, oh yeah, I think you were saying like your dinghy is not inflatable, but like you put brackets together and they pop out or something, or is it inflatable?
Yeah. It's like inflatable, but like the floor of it, you like it's like a tongue and groove that you like slide the floor together.
Hmm.
We place the floor in it and slide it together, and like it's a very tight squeeze once you get all the panels,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it then you inflate it up. Like if it's inflated before you put the panels in, it's not gonna work.
Mm.
But like it makes it the panels add like an extra 150 pounds probably,
Mm.
maybe another 100 or maybe 80 pounds or so. So like it's a lot more support.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you ever give me the pleasure of coming out there, it would be dope to see it sometime.
Yeah, and since like I'm getting a motor for it tomorrow, it's like nautical nights is kind of back can be back in full swing.
Mm.
Um, or like this will be like the thing of it that like I have an inflatable motor or inflatable dinghy with a good motor on it that like I'm hosting somebody, but
Mm.
he today was real like I want to get a boat, I want to buy a boat or like live on a boat. I'm like, well, instead of like doing that,
Mm.
I'll give you the opportunity to do that and see if you like it or not.
Mm. Yeah. This might be a business opportunity for you. If you ever get a dock, like if you ever do pay for to dock it, um, there's people around here that have Airbnbs with boats attached. They have to stay docked, but they throw like
Yeah.
$50 a night because just from the boat alone.
hmm
So it's like $100, 50 to stay in the building of like the little bungalow, and then $50 to hang out on the boat.
Yeah, that's like what I was trying to build here, like not at a dock, like out at anchor, and I
Mm.
was doing like $45 a night, like 100 if you book a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So for like a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you could $100. So I was like trying to be cheaper than any other like motel or whatnot.
Yeah. Did anyone
But like
ever
there's
take you up on your offer or no?
quite a bit, yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, I had a couple couples. Um, friend of mine in the mountains, her high school friend, and her now husband, and her husband is our age, like 24, 25,
Mm-hmm.
and the lady is 40 something, like she's up there in age. Um,
Uh-huh.
and she has a daughter our age, so it's a little weird. It's a little weird, but you know,
It's whatever.
yeah, exactly.
You're
They
getting paid.
yeah, exactly. I got paid. They looked out. They're really cool. They said they were gonna book again, and like her daughter wanted to come down here and book, but that kind of fell through. COVID kind of made things not happen. Um, I had another couple that they stayed out for the guy's birthday. Um, it was
Mm.
like a little weekend thing. Um, I like delivered them Domino's like via kayak. It was pretty cool. And then I had like this writer guy. He was like writing a book or something. Like he had come across like the website we had and just booked it for a week. Threw me $400, and I was like, all right. He would call me of like, hey, can you pick me up like some fruit? Can you pick me up like some rice or this? Like very, very like of anybody that stayed on there, he stayed on for a week, and it was so easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like so easy for him.
I completely understand that.
Not that any of the others were bad or anything, but he just like
Impressed
he'd
you.
give me a list of stuff that like he didn't even want to come to land like interact with people. He just wanted to get all of his thoughts onto paper or like from paper like into what he wanted to do for his rough draft of his book.
Mm.
So like I would just bring him everything he needed, and that like okay, have a good day. Like didn't have very much conversation with him. I don't know what like he really wrote his book about. Um, didn't ask. You know,
Yeah.
I kind of did, but he was just like, "Oh, well, it's like a personal thoughts diary type of deal." I'm like, oh, like the answer, I didn't really want to divulge more into it. So,
Mm.
and then my cousin and my cousin and her husband, they stayed out on it for 2 nights. Yeah,
Mm.
and like I've come to realize that like if I rent it out for 3 nights and charge $100, like I can make that same $100 with like doing a day sale, and that's like a lot less like stress really. Like I'm not having to worry about people out on my boat.
Yeah.
Like I'm just out there sailing and like making sure they enjoy it. And, make the boat tip over a little bit, scare them a little bit, and then make the boat flat.
Hell yeah. No, that's pretty sick. Oh, fucking. So I think I have a um sunburn induced migraine or headache
Ooh,
that hasn't gone away for 2 days because I got sunburn on Monday. I didn't
yeah,
think to
drink
keep
water.
oh yeah, I'm doing that. I didn't think to keep putting water on my head because of the state I was in. So I was in the pool just letting my head burn and my arms burn and that's why I was like
Yeah,
really out of it on Monday, like emotional stuff, and then I was just kind of like hurting because there's
your scalp will like um flake up.
yeah, yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm
That's
waiting for it.
happened to me before.
Yeah. No, don't fight me, son.
I haven't like my ears sunburning. Like that's the weirdest fucking like sunburn I think I've felt in a while.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, it's fucking right behind the ear. That doesn't make sense. Well, I guess maybe because you're wearing a hat, right?
hat.
Like a hard hat.
Yeah, my like hair. Yeah. Well, when I wore the hard hat, the shade of the hard hat would cover it. But now that like I'm not on that crew, I
Yeah.
just like wear a hat. My hair's like tucked up into my hat, so my ears are exposed,
Mm.
and like I get somewhere from that.
Yeah, you should get a loose bun, like so that it drapes over your ears and then it's like tied in the back, or not a loose bun, but like a loose ponytail, so that way you can cover your ears.
Right. Yeah, I try to like do kind of a loose bun, but I'm real like finicky. I don't like hats covering my ears.
Uh
So.
huh. No, I understand that. Oh shit. Oh, I'm up there now. Uh, don't worry about sending that 80 in one go. If you need to do 40 and 40, it's perfectly fine.
No, I think I can
Or
swing it. Well,
uh,
let me figure out after tomorrow.
yeah,
40 and 40.
yeah. Well, anything. If you don't want to pay anything of it, and if you want $50 sent back, just let me know.
No, you're good.
So. Oh, what the fuck? All right, these dudes. I think I get jumped. I think there's 6 more fights. If I remember correctly, I think there's 6 more fights in this. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you don't work on Sunday. Oh, the streams are gonna start up 10:15 on Sunday because I work until 10. We
Yeah.
talked about it. So if you are
Oh.
busy Sunday or not busy Sunday, that's when they're coming back. It's a little bit later,
Yeah, I'll
but that's
probably
fine.
be able to catch some of them. Yeah.
Mm. Okay. Let me just do breakdancer and wreck them all. So that like idea from Diana was a pretty good idea. The like short story thing. If anybody participates, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I would. I'd be interested in reading or whatnot.
Yeah.
We need to get a what's it called? The Dino bot thing, because you can do like exclamation mark dog, and it'll like give you a random picture of the dog. Exclamation mark cat, it'll give you like a random picture of a cat. There might be like exclamation mark reptile, and it can
Mm-hmm.
give you a random reptile or bird, or we could probably divulge more into it.
Yeah. Add it into the animals and just be like, post your own animals. But if you want to look at a random animal, here's how you do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Or divvy it up into like a different channel. I don't know. We'll have to see like how many people use it, and if it's being used a lot to the point where like people's animals get overshadowed, just make its own little spot. So
Yeah.
that was a good idea. I was checked out when you sent that, but I remember it. Yeah, no, it was just really rough today. I don't mind venting about it. So we're getting solar panels put on the house today,
Hmm.
and like it's gonna take about 10K, 10K
Yeah.
that I have been saving up to pay for in full, and the drunk didn't know about it. And because me and my mom were talking about it, it's more cost efficient. It'll help with everything. It's gonna pay off itself. It's not an idiotic thing to do. And I've been giving it to her like over the last months and whatnot. Um, I think I gave her 7K of it, and then she did the other 3K. And he was really mad about it, like, you're paying all that money, where'd it come from, yada yada yada, this and that, this bullshit and that bullshit. And she's just like, John helped paid for a lot of it. He goes, oh, but he won't get out. I was like, he's not the one that should get out. You're the one that should get out. And he got really mad in the morning. So I just stayed. I stayed from working because I was just. It was just the final nail in the coffin of everything this week, and I was just like, I don't want to be here anymore. And like, I don't know. I sent some messages to Jeremy. It's like, dog, next time I'm over there, if you don't think I'm happy, just hide your stuff away from me. Like pistols and shit. So I was just like, I'm just saying, just lock them up if I come over and I'm not happy. Not that I'm gonna use it on anyone, but anyone else.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Yeah, it was just a really bad day. But I'm coming out of it. Oh, because I just gotta get to the taxi. What pissed me off is that the solar panels were supposed to be done Monday, Tuesday, but they like dragged it out because of bad weather, and they had all day today, and they still have like a quarter to go, and they were gonna be back tomorrow, and I was like, nah, you're coming Friday. What the fuck? And it better be done Friday. And they got mad about it. They called their boss, and their boss said, well, wasn't it supposed to be done like Tuesday? They're like, yeah, it was bad rain. When did the rain hit? 4 o'clock. Okay, why wasn't it done by like 4 o'clock? And they just came up with excuse after excuse after excuse. So it was just a lot of fun. But at least we're getting something done per se. And there's a little loophole in the contract that if they ruin the shingles at all, they'll have to like pay for new shingles.
Yeah.
So part of us just like, please mess up the shingles. And I was like, no. Do you have Disney Plus?
I don't.
Okay. If you want Disney Plus, that's the one I pay for out of my buddies. I pay for the Disney Plus.
Sure, yeah. I've
got
got
account, but no one uses Disney Plus other than for Marvel stuff.
I use a friend of mine's Hulu and Netflix if you would want that.
Already got those.
Okay. I think I might have already given them. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, me and the Spanish homies, we all share different accounts, and like I don't use the ones that are like have anime on them a lot, because when the new episodes get updated, they're all fighting like, I want to watch it first, and it's like, I'm just gonna watch it when it all comes out in one go, because you guys fight over it so much. Like a VRV and what's the other one? Funimation, I think has their own now. Even though everything that's in Funimation is in VRV, but some things. Because I think that you would like fucking WandaVision. I think you would like that one a lot for some reason.
Yeah, I haven't seen WandaVision, and I feel so bad for fucking saying that. Because I'm so far behind on like movies and stuff like that.
Makoto, and that's when I have to fight Awano, or no, fight the people outside, and then Awano. You know. Well, you can catch up on a whole bunch of stuff. WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was actually pretty good, and then Loki's coming out right now, and I think the new episode comes out in like 2 hours. So that's what I'm gonna be doing after this. And if you gotta go because you got work in the morning, just let me know.
Nah, it's all good.
I don't want to sound like an idiot, I met Emma the other night, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. I was just really forgetful that night. Cool. They seemed cool from like the little snippets I can remember.
Yeah.
Oh, and I got my answer to my trip, which I thought was really cool. It was a very it was a lot different of how I got it from the first time.
Bro, I just found my works Instagram.
Yeah.
Good God Almighty.
They got any candids of people?
No, they don't have any workers. But oh wow, I haven't been on the Washington job, but they have. Damn, done good on that.
So you getting promoted or anything just yet, or raised just yet?
I gotta wait my 60 days or 90 days, whatever it is. How can I share this? So like, I'll just send you one of the things, and then you can go through all of it.
Yeah. I hear it. I'll check that in a second.
Yeah, you're fine.
Cutscene. Cutscene thing. Come on. Just kick. Dog, come on. I hate you. There we go. Okay. Let me check. The second photo is the percolator. I'm calling it. Wait, no, that's not it. That's too big. Where's the percolator? Which ones are the sites you worked on? Boat ramp installed. Crews are continuing to install additional bulkheads.
Yeah, basically from like there up.
This is. Oh, I don't think you've said anything. When you were doing that night or that day where like the treads came off of the excavator, how long did it take y'all to fix it? That actually
Oh
happened,
my.
right?
Yeah. Oh my God, because that happened at like 4 o'clock, man, and we worked until 6, and it takes an hour and a half to like get home. So like I didn't get home till like 7:30 that night,
Yeah.
or like really 8 o'clock. Like, um, fuck, we had to like let all the grease out of it because the grease when for a lot of compact bearings and just like in general it is what keeps the pressure along with like hydraulic fluids. So we had to like drain the grease so we could like get traction per se, or like to be able to like stretch the track, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And like um then we had to take like a piece of like 2x4 to like move it like one bit at a time, kind of over, kind of like a chain on a bike, but like really fucking big, and like it weighs a fuck ton, and it like we basically had to use like the skid steer with like two forks to like pick up like parts of it, and then us with a 2x4 would like there was three of us with 2x4s and one person with like the forks and the skid steer, like moving the piece of like track trying to get it on, and then the person in the excavator would like run that track so it would like get into the right grooves, and that took about an hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And then we like added grease back to it so it was compact, and then like finally got everything like wrapped up or whatnot. And it was we were leaving. It was 6 o'clock, and it was like Jesus Christ.
Jeez, that's insane.
Yeah.
I would have just like be like, "Oh man, who broke it? All right, have fun. I'm going home."
Oh yeah, no, and like you're an hour and a half away from home, so there's no like I'm going home. You're in Miami, homeboy. You're not going home.
Yeah,
I'm
you doubt my
trying. I'm trying to think of something that would be an hour and a half away from you, possibly.
It's Miami, like perfect Miami.
Okay.
Perfect example. Oh shit, how do I get out of here the right way?
You're in damn Lauderdale Lakes, like you're not,
Lauderdale
or
Lakes.
Lauderhill. Yeah, Lauderhill Lakes, Lauderdale Lakes. Like you're not getting home real quick.
Wanna bet?
Yeah, I mean you have public transport there, so that helps.
Nah, it's called an Uber after I stole the boss's black card. Like I'm going home. What's that for? You said I can go home, right? Yeah. Well, I went home. On whose money? Your money. You said I could go home. You didn't say I cannot use your card to facilitate my way home.
Oh.
Gotta go get my appendix replaced.
I gotta go get my appendix replaced.
Yeah. Makes no sense. Okay. Let me save. No, pager just goes. What's this? Oh. My wake up alarm.
But I'm like working on. Basically, we're building this like crazy V, and it's like the V part it comes out like you're basically it's like 4 feet from the seawall from land, and it's just like I get it and I understand it, but it's like really this is kind of like people with money, man. They just like they don't care. They just want it done.
Mm-hmm. Are you almost done with it yet, or did you get the base down or anything? Or is he still like asking for different angles?
We've got like the frame for it built, and tomorrow we're taking like what we have to wait for like the concrete to come in, but tomorrow we're replacing the pre-existing dock, or like ripping out all of the wooden planks that are in it, and then we're gonna like build to that or build to the existing pilings.
Okay.
And just make everything so it's all level, so the entire dock is like the same height.
So just replacing the temp dock basically for the event.
Yeah, we've already removed the temp dock.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got it to where it's framed out for the V. But for the pre-existing dock, we gotta like rip that out. Which that'll be tomorrow. I'll fuck around with that tomorrow while they're doing other shit, bolting in.
Yeah. No, I really want that dude to like. You finish it. He's like, no, actually, I want it like a snake where you have to go at right angle every 2 feet. Like, all right.
Oh, and like, I thought it was just like a straightway and a V. Nope. Yeah. There's a straightway, and then that straightway goes out 20 feet, 8 feet by 20 feet. And then like at the last 4 feet of it, it comes back in 8 feet. It's such a fucking like weird dock for me to like sit here and grasp in concept, because it has handrails for all of it. And I'm like, what the? There's gonna be a lot of angles and bullshit. I'm not looking forward to it. I don't want to say bullshit, but a lot of angles I'm not looking forward to.
You should hide in one of the handrails all this dude's ideas, so if it ever gets replaced, they find the letter like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Like
dude,
all the insanity.
I love putting like secret messages like on houses and stuff I've worked. Like when I like did flooring, I would like in Sharpie and shit write on like the concrete floor of like these floors were laid by like this house got floor fucked. Like just
Yeah.
random like I floored this house up, just like random stuff. So like the next like people that went in there to do floors in like 30 years will be like, damn, these floors were done like forever ago.
I would have been like the bodies in the other room, under the other floorboards. Oh no.
Right, right.
Or like give out an address to someone you don't like they hid the body. Wonder how. I gotta go to the. How long have
These are within the drywall.
Yeah. I know I was helping my buddy Jerry that I used to work with. His dad was clearing and selling a house, and we were taking up all the carpet and putting down wood. And on the underside of the wood, I kept drawing in marker penises. So if they ever have to updo the flooring, they're just gonna get a whole bunch of dicks on the wood. Me, him, and his father all did it, cause they were like doing it for an asshole. They kept changing the price, so they fucked with this shit somehow, and it was amazing. Like if he ever gets it replaced, they're gonna know that that dude's an asshole. It's great. Beautiful.
Wait, did they pull all those docks pilings up? What?
KUZE fight after this. I'll stop.
What the hell? It looks like the one that or the most recent one that like they've definitely pulled some pilings up. Yeah, had to have. Because that was probably phase 2, and they weren't supposed to start phase 2. Gotcha, gotcha.
Oh yeah, we get one of those breakfast bowls. Hell yeah.
Because for one of them, we're building docks for like a town or for a city, and it's gonna have like 86 boat slips.
Mm-hmm.
So like the amount of pilings, the amount of like bolts and nuts and washers and drop girders and pieces of concrete and stuff that all goes into it. And it's just like one of like the 4 or 5 jobs we have going on.
Yeah. I understand that.
I wish I can get on the Newbern job. I mean, once we can finish this job, because that one's fun and that crew's pretty fun. And the crew leader is 24, and he's just like so motivationally like driven. He's a hard worker, so it's really fun to be around him.
Yeah. Did that dude ever stop messing with you?
Yeah, and I worked with him today. Oh my god, did I tell you about the fucking porta potty like situation?
Yeah, you didn't get in trouble with it. You finally learned his place, I guess.
Well, no, like he knew that I didn't have anything to do with it, so he didn't fuck with me. But today he like ended up working on our crew again, and like it was just like the small little like bicker banter. It was like nothing like serious. But like he just started just being a real fucking little shithead, and he was trying to like find nicknames or shit that like he thought I would like get offended by, and I'm like, bro, like there's nothing you can say that's like gonna offend me. Like I promise you, Connor, there's nothing like you can say that'll offend me. And you know, over like the course of it, like our coworker Ray was like, Ethan, call Connor, call Connor Saddlebags. I had no context of like, I was like, has he been called this before? Does he like not like it? And he's like, they're like, well, we're about to see. Like, I guess they had never called him Saddlebags before, but you know, I did, and like I sat on it and I waited. My opportunity came because he like came up to us and he was like, and it was really windy today, so like he was being a complete bitch. Like it was windy and overcast. Like I had a hoodie on, a hoodie, a long sleeve shirt, and pants. So like it was not like I wasn't even uncomfortable or sweating. Like he takes his shirt off and his shirt is sitting here on the barge shirtless. And like all of us kind of stopped working of like, Connor, what are you doing? Like, dude, put your shirt back on. And after like he didn't say anything when like the crew leader said it. So I was like, Saddlebags, put your shirt back on, man. and Ray Jr. did not think I was gonna call him Saddlebags. Like he kept telling me like, man, you need to search dominance. That like you're not gonna take shit from Connor. Like you need to just search dominance. So like when I did that, like he almost fell overboard from like laughing.
Yeah.
Or like trying not to laugh. And then Connor was like, man, fuck you. Like don't call me Saddlebags. And like, you know, we moved on past that. He put on like a cotton shirt instead of the polyester blend that we wear.
Yeah.
He at some point he had popped or taken a perk 30, and it was starting to like kick in and become apparent. Like it just like it was very like noticeable. You could tell it in like his voice, and just like he was being sluggish, forgetful. Like he had just brought us a box of like nuts and washers, and I literally was like, "Hey Connor, go get me 4 nuts and washers out of the box you just brought me out of the truck." And he goes into the truck looking for said nuts and washers that he just brought the box from.
Jeez.
So he was sitting there for probably a good like 5-10 minutes. I mean, like 5 minutes looking for it, and then he sat there 5 minutes on his phone. So then like Ray peeked over and was like, Ethan, tell him to get the fuck off of his phone. And I was like, Saddlebags, get the fuck off your phone. And he was like, you call me Saddlebags one more time, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass. And I was like, I'd like to fucking see you try.
Jeez.
And he's just like just sitting there mumbling to himself. And like Ray just lost it. He was like, man, you did not need to call him that. Like well, he was encouraging it, but like Travis was the one that was like, he didn't need to call him that.
Oh man. That's funny. Ooh. That felt great. Damn. Oh, wait. You might find this funny. So so when I was staying at Jeremy's, first night went and slept in the bed, no problem, like the spare room. Second night, I was talking to actually the Australians, because like that was when we were all voice chatting, everyone phased out, and I was like, yeah, I'll talk to you for 5 minutes, and I'm gonna go to bed. Like I sat on the bed to roll over to go to bed. I was like, all right, good night, guys, and I was gonna hang up. The fucking bed broke.
Huh?
What it is that it's little 2x4s underneath that support it with plastic little holes, like in the middles and then on the side. And they got bent, not by me, because I'm respectful. I get on the bed, I get off the bed. We think that his aunt and uncle that came a couple weeks ago, they got a little too groovy on the bed and broke it. That's what they think. I was like, there's no way I did that. I'm not jumping on the bed. I sleep, I roll off, I go the fuck on. And they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, we know that. We think it's the cousins. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I've got these like plastic risers.
Yeah.
I mean, I say plastic, but they're like kind of heavy duty.
Yeah.
And like I have had the center of like one or two of them break, and like yeah, I know what you mean. It doesn't take very much. It's just like you lean on the bed and like they go.
Yeah. But it was funny though, cause like it happened again, cause Scooter called, cause she was trying to stay up all night. I was like, yeah, I'll talk to you. Talked to her for an hour. Like, all right, give me a minute. I gotta go use the restroom. I rolled off. It happened again. I was like, oh no. And I just got done telling her that it broke. She's like, it broke. And I was like, yeah, let me call you back in like 15 minutes. And I fixed it, and then I slept, and then it was fine. I thought I was good. I never.
It happened while you're sleeping.
No, it didn't happen when I was sleeping, thankfully. I didn't call her back because like I was kind of embarrassed. Jeremy's mom heard it. Was saying I was on the phone too. I was like, yeah, I was helping someone out, and then shit happened. And then I got up, said, hey, what's up, Jeremy? Yada yada yada. And then his mom went in there because there's cat boxes in there because his cats are there. And she went to move the fucking towel that's like underneath the bed to stop the carpeting from getting pooped on, if anything. And the bed broke. And then she's like, what the fuck happened? And I was like, yeah, that happened twice. And we had to talk about it for a good 5 minutes. And she's like, it wasn't you. It's a cheap ass mattress frame. I'm just going to get a fucking metal frame. I was like, yeah. And then I'm getting a new fucking bed because that bed's too hard. And I was like, yeah, I guess so. It kind of cracks everything back into place better than my bed. So I'm thankful for it. But
yeah,
we fixed it again all together, like all three of us. I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's good to like sleep on a different mattress here and there.
Yeah. So all three of us were fixing it. I by this moment knew how to do it, so I was like, "This is what you do." They're like, "Wait, how'd you learn how to do that one?" It broke like fucking twice, dog. I've learned. And then we got it all done. Me and Jeremy was sitting outside, and then you hear a bop, and then his mom comes out and goes, "It fucking broke again. Fuck it." I was like, "I didn't do it that time. I was out of the room."
It wasn't me. I swear.
It wasn't me. That's pretty fun. But no, I'll cut the stream off here. Is there anything you want to say last minute?
Thank you for watching and tuning in. If you still watching.
Yeah. Tomorrow I might do another one because Thursday